Please stand back from the entrance. Allow the passengers to disembark. You may not board until the other passengers have exited. What is the fare, please? The fare is $1. Please deposit it into the fare box. Proceed to the rear of the bus. There are numerous vacant seats available there. Pardon me. I wish to inquire if this bus travels along Fifth Avenue as far as Greenwich Village. That is correct. Please continue moving. There are additional passengers waiting to board. Kindly move to the rear. I was under the impression that this bus traversed Park Avenue. No, that is the number 1 route. That bus travels along Park Avenue. This is the number 2. However, I believe this to be the appropriate bus to reach Washington Square Park. It is. Please board. You are obstructing the progress of others. You cannot fail to notice Washington Square Park. Would you kindly inform me when we arrive at that destination? It would be more appropriate if you monitored your own progress. I may inadvertently neglect to notify you. Very well, how will I identify it? Simply observe for the prominent arch and the trees. Disembark from the bus when we arrive at that location. Please proceed. I do not have unlimited time. You need not be so discourteous. I merely posed a reasonable inquiry. And I provided a reasonable response. I do not possess the time to engage in an extended conversation with every passenger who boards the bus. Do you not observe the queue of individuals behind you? You are attracting a substantial crowd, more than the mayor. I am aware of the fare required for myself, but what is the requirement for my 2 sons? What amount must I provide for them? The full fare applies to the older child. The younger child may ride without charge, provided he does not occupy a seat meant for a full fare passenger. Would you kindly identify the Metropolitan Museum as we pass by? Listen, this is not a sightseeing vehicle. It is located at 84th Street. If there is an available seat, please sit on the right side of the bus. You will observe it as we pass. It is a large structure. You cannot miss it. On the right side? That is correct. Additionally, we would appreciate transfers for the 34th Street Crosstown bus. What is the additional cost for those? There is no charge for transfers. Here you go. Please step along. Have your fares ready as you board the bus. Would someone kindly assist this young boy? He is limping and experiencing difficulty boarding. You are the final passenger, young man. That is all. I am closing the doors. Please move toward the rear. Another bus will arrive in a few minutes. Thank you. I have a cast on my foot, and it is frequently difficult to navigate. You are very kind. He deposits his fare into the fare box. Very well, let us provide a seat for this young man. Those seats are designated for the elderly and the disabled. You will need to move over. Very well, young man, please maneuver through. They are creating space for you now. Before departing from the curb, he opens the door once more. Very well, please consolidate, everyone. Allow the lady to enter. There is always sufficient space for one more.
Hi, Aurat.
Thank you for accommodating me at such short notice, doctor. It is quite all right. The previous patient departed only a moment ago. I do not object to remaining late when a regular patient requires emergency assistance. Where is Miss Perkins? I did not observe her upon my arrival. Not only do we lack a receptionist today, but my dental assistant has also departed for the day. We are the only individuals present, Mrs. Moore. Please be seated, and inform me of the nature of your concern. She seats herself in the dental chair. I have a filling that has become loose, and is on the verge of detachment. I am also experiencing soreness on the side of my mouth. I am uncertain if the cause originates from my teeth or if it is a mild case of neuralgia. Permit me to examine it. Kindly open your mouth wide. On which side of your mouth are you experiencing discomfort? Ouch. Ouch. She begins to wave her arms violently, indicating significant distress. But, Mrs. Moore, I have not yet commenced the examination. I am aware, doctor, with a sigh of relief. However, I possess such a profound fear of the dentist that I experience pain even prior to any contact. I regret that you experience such apprehension, but let us determine the source of the issue. It is located on the left side, situated just above my eye tooth. The pain appears to fluctuate. Occasionally, it is localized in one area, and at other times, it shifts. Does the tooth itself ache, or exhibit sensitivity to touch? Is it sensitive to thermal stimuli such as heat or cold? No, only the gum tissue superior to the tooth appears to be tender. The teeth in that region appear structurally sound. It may be a minor case of neuralgia, as you suggested, but it would be prudent to obtain an X-ray to ensure none of the teeth are abscessed. He adjusts the equipment and captures the image. Now, let us address that loose filling. It is remarkable that it did not detach previously. There is a significant amount of decay surrounding it. Additionally, there is a minor cavity on the opposing side of the tooth, which you were likely unaware of. Oh, dear. I sincerely hope that extraction of the tooth is not required. I believe that is not necessary. It is not that severe. However, it will require extensive drilling. I shall administer an injection of Novocaine. The decay has penetrated deeply into the tooth. Based on the dimensions of the cavity, I recommend that we apply a cap to your tooth, Mrs. Moore. I acknowledge that it is a costly procedure, but I do not believe another filling will remain secure. I can prepare you for a permanent cap today and install a temporary one in the interim. When the permanent cap is prepared, you may return. Shall I proceed with taking an impression? I presume that is acceptable. We do not possess dental insurance, but if a cap will preserve my tooth and alleviate this pain, then please proceed. Oh, I truly dislike visiting the dentist. My apologies, this is not a personal grievance, Dr. Kane. I understand entirely. Many of my patients share similar sentiments. If I were to interpret all expressions of apprehension personally, I would not be able to function as a dentist. Now, please open your mouth wide. Wider, please. He inserts cotton rolls into Mrs. Moore's mouth, along with a suction tube for saliva. He probes with a sharp dental explorer and commences the drilling process. Now, let us evaluate our progress.
23.
Thank you for the invitation to this game. As you are aware, football has a completely different meaning in South America. I am aware. What you refer to as football, we designate as soccer. Soccer is increasing in popularity within the United States, although it does not possess the same level of popularity as American football. Virtually every secondary school and university in the country maintains a team that competes in a league against other institutions. Furthermore, you are undoubtedly familiar with our professional organizations. Who constitutes the roster of the professional teams? The teams are composed of individuals who were prominent players on university teams. Following their graduation, they transition to professional status and play football as their primary occupation. One of the teams is entering the field at this moment. Which team is represented? That is the Columbia University team. The players are attired in blue and white jerseys. Observe the enthusiasm of the crowd. The level of fervor is remarkable. The atmosphere and excitement are integral components of the experience. Observe the young individuals displaying signs and pennants. The students from Columbia are seated together in that specific section. Those individuals stationed in front are the cheerleaders. They orchestrate the school spirit and cheers. It appears the commencement of the game is imminent. Indeed, the referee has signaled with the whistle. Both teams are positioned on the field, organized for the kickoff. As you observe, each team comprises 11 players. The kickoff has occurred, with the Columbia team initiating the play by kicking the ball toward the opposing side. I infer that the objective is to secure the ball and advance it to the Columbia goal line. This is analogous, certainly, to our variant of football, with the exception that we must continuously kick the ball rather than transport it manually. The opposing team is now in possession of the ball. A player is traversing the field with it. A Columbia player has successfully executed a tackle. He did not advance the ball significantly. Each of the white lines marked across the field seems to designate 10 yards. Is that accurate? That is correct. The total length of the field is 100 yards. The central line divides the field, with each half representing the territory of the respective team. The teams are now positioned in close proximity, facing each other. This constitutes the first play. Each team employs a series of specialized maneuvers or plays intended to breach the defensive line of the opponent. These plays can be highly intricate, involving the transfer of the ball between players. At present, the fullback is advancing through the center of the line. He has achieved a gain of approximately 4 yards. By what mechanism does the Colombia team ultimately acquire possession of the ball? The opposing team is afforded 4 attempts, termed downs, to advance 10 yards. Should they fail to do so, possession of the ball is transferred to the opposing team. One of the players is preparing to kick the ball. What is the motivation for this action? The team has been unsuccessful in achieving the required 10 yards, and this constitutes their 4th and final down. As they are currently positioned on their own 30-yard line, conceding possession to Colombia would be strategically disadvantageous. They will attempt to kick the ball deep into Colombia territory. There it travels. That was a successful kick, covering at least 50 yards. A Colombia player is positioned to receive it. He has secured the ball, and is advancing down the field. They have tackled him at the 30-yard line. That was excellent open field maneuvering. Let us observe the subsequent strategy employed by Colombia. The players are engaging in intense physical contact. Do they frequently sustain serious injuries? Regrettably, they do. This is an exceptionally high-impact sport. Observe. Colombia is attempting a pass on the first down. The pass is successful. The receiver is unobstructed, and is proceeding toward the goal. A touchdown on the inaugural play. What is the point allocation for that achievement? Each touchdown is valued at 6 points. Following the touchdown, the scoring team is afforded the opportunity to kick the ball between the goalposts for an additional point. In instances where a team cannot achieve a touchdown, they may attempt to kick the ball from their current position. If the ball traverses the goalposts, it is designated as a field goal and is valued at 3 points. Good morning. May I be of assistance? I would appreciate an audience with Ms. Austin, if you please. I spoke with her yesterday via telephone, and she indicated that I should arrive today between 1100 hours and 1200 hours. May I have your name, please? Bruce Hewitt. I represent the Mount Hood Office Supply Company. She contacts Ms. Austin via the intercom. Ms. Austin will see you now, Mr. Hewitt. Her office is located down the hallway, the third office on the left. Her name is displayed on the door. Thank you. Mr. Hewitt walks down the hall, knocks gently on Ms. Austin's office door, and enters. Ms. Austin? She rises, comes around from behind her desk, and shakes his hand. Yes, Mr. Hewitt? Please, come in. Have a seat. She gestures to a chair and sits across from him. I am afraid I have limited time. An unexpected meeting of the directors has been scheduled for 1200 hours sharp. I should have arrived earlier. As I informed you yesterday on the telephone, I represent the Mount Hood Office Supply Company. You have previously placed several orders with us, and I am here to demonstrate why you should increase your patronage. I appreciate your candor, Mr. Hewitt. I prefer to address matters directly. We are a new, but expanding firm, and we are prepared to exert significant effort to secure customers from our competitors. Last week you purchased feeder paper for your word processors, and ledger paper from us. Were you satisfied with the products and the service? Yes, we were. I am pleased to hear that. We pride ourselves on prompt delivery and providing only the highest quality products at the most competitive cost to you. I would like to introduce you to several other items we offer, which I am confident you utilize in considerable volume. I shall leave this catalog with you, if that is acceptable. Perhaps you may review it at your convenience. I am certain that it will allow you to reduce both costs and time regarding your procurement needs. We are, naturally, always interested in cost reduction. We offer a comprehensive array of stationery supplies, typing paper, staplers, pencil sharpeners, desk sets, file folders, you name it. Our pricing is 5 to 10% lower than that of any of our competitors. I encourage you to compare the prices in our catalog with those you currently pay, and I am confident you will find that I am correct. Furthermore, I would like to highlight that our extensive warehouse capacity enables us to maintain inventory for many items that other companies would be required to order specifically for you. We have them available immediately for prompt delivery. If your assertions are accurate, I am confident that we will conduct significant business, Mr. Hewitt. I will review your catalog and inform you of my decision. I would like to provide my business card as well. Should you require any assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you for accommodating me. I trust I have not delayed you from your meeting. The door opens, and Ms. Austein's secretary enters partially. They are awaiting your presence at the meeting, Ms. Austein. I shall be there immediately, Coretta. She extends her hand. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Hewitt. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure was entirely mine.
የመጨረሻ ወይም 25
You mentioned over the telephone that you have been experiencing a lack of vitality. Could you elaborate on your symptoms? I do not feel well, doctor. I seem to be lacking energy entirely. Could you provide further detail? It is difficult to pinpoint exactly. I generally feel fatigued and lethargic, yet I also struggle to obtain restful sleep. Are you maintaining a nutritious diet? How would you describe your appetite? My diet is likely suboptimal. I consume a significant amount of fried and processed foods, and I do not consume an adequate quantity of fresh or cooked vegetables. You have experienced weight gain since your previous visit. My records indicate you are approximately 20 pounds overweight. The processed foods you mentioned are detrimental to your health. Do you engage in regular physical exercise? Regrettably, I am not as physically active as I previously was. I spend the entirety of my day at the office, as I manage my own business, which requires significant effort. I suspect your professional responsibilities may be overly demanding. Please remove your coat and roll up your sleeve. I wish to examine your blood pressure. If I may ask, what is your age? Are you approximately 50? I am 52. The doctor checks Rob's blood pressure. Your blood pressure is elevated. It is not currently at a critical level, but I must advise you to restrict your sodium intake and increase your physical activity. Do you experience shortness of breath? Yes. Occasionally, I feel lightheaded after ascending stairs, and I find it challenging to walk long distances or lift heavy objects without labored breathing. I acknowledge that I should likely cease smoking. You continue to smoke? Despite your commitment to quit 6 months ago? Rob, what occurred? I participated in a smoking cessation program, but following some financial challenges with my business, I became anxious. I have historically associated smoking with stress, which led to a relapse. Interestingly, I am now smoking more than I did previously, currently 2 packs per day. You are experiencing anxiety, suffering from poor sleep, smoking 2 packs of cigarettes daily, avoiding exercise, and maintaining a poor diet. It is no surprise that you are experiencing health issues. Frankly, it is fortunate that your condition is not more severe. It is not that critical, is it, doctor? It is nearly critical. We must restore you to a healthy regimen. You were healthy at birth, Rob. It is unnatural to remain in an unhealthy state. What actions can I take? You must begin by prioritizing your health. I will prescribe a dietary plan, and I require your adherence to it. Your heart sounds sound, but I suspect the excess weight you are carrying is placing an undue strain upon it. This diet will assist in weight reduction and alleviate that strain. It is a high fiber, low cholesterol, and low sodium regimen, providing all necessary proteins and minerals. It is challenging to adhere to a strict diet given my demanding schedule. Your health is paramount to your business. The next priority is physical exercise. Although finding time is difficult, you can certainly increase your walking. If your office is situated on the third floor, refrain from utilizing the elevator and ascend the stairs instead. Walk around the block following dinner. Identify opportunities to increase your daily physical activity. Joining a swimming club would be beneficial. Swimming several times weekly is an optimal form of exercise. I previously joined a health club, but I discontinued my membership due to a lack of time. You must prioritize the time, it is essential. Furthermore, you must cease smoking. Historically, cigarettes were colloquially referred to as coffin nails due to their detrimental effects. Today, it is medically established that they are a primary cause of cancer and numerous other health complications. I will attempt to quit once more, although I cannot provide a guarantee. It is a difficult habit to overcome. What about my persistent fatigue? Can you provide a remedy? Is there a medication I might take? I prefer to avoid medication if possible, but I will provide a temporary prescription to assist with your sleep. However, once your dietary and exercise regimen begins to improve your health, I intend to discontinue this medication. Do you understand? Yes, thank you, doctor. I appreciate your advice and your assistance.